Hey girls, so this weekend I had an amazing breakthrough. So if you know me, you know that I'm kind of two different speeds most of the time. I am either sitting on the couch, procrastination nation, overwhelmed with all of the things that I have to do, or I am jumping in with both feet, getting things done and taking over the planet. The last couple weeks almost, I've really been stuck in this just feeling very overwhelmed, barely hanging on with my fingertips kind of phase. Like, I've been getting my workouts done. I've been drinking my Shakeology every day. I have been doing my workouts. I have been drinking my shake. I sort of have been following my meal plan, but things have just been a serious struggle for me. I was just feeling so overwhelmed with everything that I have to do for wife life and mom life and coach life and life. And then Saturday I was praying and I was just talking to God and I was like, I'm gonna freaking lose it. I'm gonna lose my freaking mind because I know that there's so much in me. I know that there's so much potential. I know that there's so many things that I want to do and that I want to accomplish, but I kept finding myself just so overwhelmed that I would, rather than do anything, I would watch TV or I would go to bed early or I would sleep in late. And on Saturday I was talking with God and I was just like, I need to freaking do something. And so I just started doing something and it came to me. I was like, you need to do a brain dump. You need to do a brain dump and you need to get organized. Because this is what I was thinking. I was like, if someone could just give me the perfect schedule to follow, Lord, I would just follow it. I would just do it. You know that I would just do it. I just want to get things done. And then I was like, well, duh. I don't know if it was me or if it was actually probably a thought inspired by the heavenly God above who said, then make your freaking perfect schedule, Angelica, duh. And I was all, oh, duh. If you don't have it, you can build it. So that's what I started doing. And I started with the brain dump. And after I got done doing my brain dump, I felt 1,000 million bagillion times better. I just felt like this weight come off of my shoulder and I just had all of my thoughts down on paper. And I was like, you know what? This all seems so scary and big and huge and overwhelming in my head. But once I got it down on paper and I was looking at it, I was like, this is freaking manageable. I'm a freaking super mom, right? I was like, I could freaking do this. I'm super jelly. I could do this. Like, if I can freaking finish Insanity, I can freaking do this. I was just feeling so overwhelmed though, because it was all up inside of my head and those thoughts were ping-ponging around in there and they were making me feel like inadequate and like I couldn't do anything. But once I took control and I got it down on paper, I started to see like, hey, I can create a plan with this. And I know that a lot of you right now are starting to feel the same way. With school being back in and some of you are doing homeschooling, that's a whole lot to do. And then there's kids programs and then there's kids sports and then there's other things that, you know, that we want to do, like read books and relax and work out and do meal prepping and planning. I totally believe that we totally can do it all. I really believe that we can do it all and that we can do it with balance. I mean, we have so many hours in the day. I think that a lot of it though just gets spent, 1, procrastinating, 2, worrying that we can't get it done, and 3, social networking and Facebooking. Like, that's just something that's a huge time stealer for us. But I really think that if we get our hours down and we get like super detailed so that we're living life the way that we want to live it and so that like we're fitting in all of our priorities, I think we can schedule it in and I think that we can feel a lot less stressed. And I feel like we'll be able to get a lot more done. And I feel like we'll be able to honor our priorities, the things that really matter for us. And to me, that's God, that's serving my family and my husband and my children, that's filling up my cup and getting my workouts in and getting my food prep done so that I'm eating food that makes me feel good. And then the 4th thing for me is this working my business. It's my passion. It's sharing what I'm struggling with and what I'm learning with you girls. And so that's what we're going to be doing this month. This month, you as my VIP challengers are going to go through this whole entire month of September together. We are going to go through doing a huge brain dump of figuring out what our top priorities are, of scheduling things that coincide with life, so that we're not all about the job, or we're not all about our kids, or we're not all about anything. We're all about balance. and figuring it out so that we can have a life that is less stressful. Like, raise your hand if you want a life that's less stressful and you also want to be strong and sexy and confident and skinny and, you know, feel good about your body. That's what we're going to be focusing on this month. Today, I asked you to do a brain dump. This is where I started. When I was just like at my wit's end and I felt like I had so many things going on in my life, my wife life, my mom life, my fitness life, my business life, like serving you guys, making sure that I'm giving a good group to you, making sure that I'm spending time with my kids, making sure that I'm still being my husband's girlfriend, making sure that I'm still getting time into the Bible and like that I'm praying and spending time with God. I felt like I had so much on my plate. Saturday, I just felt like my brain was going to freaking explode. I just felt like I couldn't do it. And I was just sitting here and I was praying and I was talking to God and I was like, Lord, I just need someone just to give me a detailed schedule. If you can just give me a detailed schedule of every single thing that I have to do each and every single day, I will do them so happily. Like, I thrive with checklists, with to-do lists, with do this, and that. That makes me freaking happy. So I'm sitting here and I'm talking to God. I'm like, Lord, I just need this, like, this master list of what to do. And then the Lord just said to me, he was all, duh, Angelica, then make one. And I was all, duh, Angelica, then make one. So that's what I did. I sat down and I made a brain dump. And then from my brain dump, I put things into priorities. I looked at that brain dump and I was like, okay, have all of this stuff. Girls, I had pages of stuff. From all of this stuff, what are my priorities? If I die tonight, what do I want to make sure my last day on earth looked like? And that meant that I wanted to serve my key priorities, which is my God, my family, myself, my health, this temple that God has given me, and then you girls. That's what I want to make sure that I'm doing every single day. And so that's what we're going to do this month. What I want you to do today is a huge brain dump. We're going to work on this today and we're going to work on it tomorrow because I don't want this to be something that you just sit down and jot out really super quick. I want this to be something that you're thinking about, something that takes time. As you sit down and you start writing things down, other things are going to start popping into your mind. Just today when I was in the shower, I had like 4 more things. I was like, oh, I want to get this onto my schedule. So we're going to spend some time this week and we're going to do a brain dump and then figure out everything. Like, if you could have the most perfect dream schedule and everything you wanted on it was on it, what would you have? To start giving you some ideas, I'm going to read you some of the things that are on my list. So, and like, seriously, this is my list. Most of it is like, there's like 2 whole pages here. But okay, so let's go. Prayer time with kids, prayer time with husband, my community groups, my women's Bible study, our Under the Bridge that we do each month, going to church, listening to podcasts, getting my hair done, getting my nails done, workouts, massages, meal planning, new clothes, time with friends, more podcasts, like personal podcasts, a hobby. I really don't have one of those because I'm so freaking busy all the time. I need a hobby. So part of what I'm going to be doing this month is I'm going to be figuring out a hobby besides like sweating. Reading for fun. That would be nice. I'm a huge reader. I haven't been able to read for fun in forever because I don't make time for it. My miracle mornings, figuring those out to where they're accustomed to me. Sleeping 7 to 8 hours a night. Earthing. I really love it, but I haven't been doing it in forever. Friends, a bedtime routine that includes prayer and stretching and reading. Let me see, date nights with my husband, the coin challenge for my kids. I'll talk to you guys more about that as we go along. Cleaning my house, organizing my house, doing a brain dump for all the things in my house that need to be organized, making breakfast for my kids, packing my husband's lunch, having a monthly marriage meeting, planning family dinners to invite the whole entire family over, going and visiting my grandma, calling my mom every single day, texting my kids reminders daily to let them know that I love them, sending letters to our sponsor child Brian over in Africa, getting started with some counseling for some of my kids, working on bedtimes, one-on-one time with my children, family fun nights, homework time, chore time, family meetings, no phone zones in our family, taking the kids to school, doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, and other DHS crap. Buying something nice and thoughtful for each one of my kids once a week just to let them know that I'm thinking about them. Workouts for my children. Family walks with the dog, a birthday list of all of my children, my foster kiddos and stuff, because I'm always forgetting that, so I can send them cards. Print off 1 picture from each month to be able to frame and put up on the walls. And then this is like a whole bunch of just like work stuff, which would probably bore most of you. But that's just what I got started with. And as I've been going through my day and thinking about this, like more stuff keeps coming into my head. When you do your brain dump, ladies, I want it to be like a thorough, exhausted list of everything that you want. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on creating a schedule to where we're gonna pick this stuff off piece by piece. We're gonna put daily thingies, daily accountability in your life so that you have a scheduled time for your workouts, a scheduled time for your meal prep, a scheduled time so that sometimes you have to, yes, you have to schedule family time. Otherwise it can get lost and we can all be stuck just zoned out on our computers or on our TVs. And I don't want that kind of life. And I know that if you are here with me, you are my tribe, you are my lifer, and that you are a lot like me and you want to be the best version of yourself. And that includes, family life, workout life, all kinds of life. So today, work on your brain dump. Tomorrow, we'll also be working on our brain dumps. And then make sure that you're sharing a picture. And also, like, share a picture of your brain dump, but then also, like, just share it all. Like, you'll probably have some ideas. Like, here, I shared my examples, but you girls are probably gonna have some examples. And I'll be like, oh my gosh, I totally didn't even think of that. I wanna be able to add that in. So share your brain dumps here so that we all can encourage each other, keep each other accountable, and learn some great ideas from each other. Tomorrow, we'll talk more about brain dumping and what's on our list and like things that we think that we might want to add and things that that we might want to take off and great ideas that we've learned from each other. You girls, this is going to be an amazing month. I am so excited just to be able to get organized, just to feel less stress, just to be able to have great balance with our health, our work, our families. We're super moms. We know it. We just have to get more organized to be able to figure it all out. So this is going to be a great month. I'm super excited for the changes that's going to happen in our life and the changes that will also happen in our body, because you will see that by creating this schedule, you will have help yourself reach your goals faster, because consistency is what takes us to the finish line. It's doing the workouts every single day. It's not having those cheat meals. It's not having this little snick or this little snack right there. That stuff adds up. And when we can consistently get good at creating a habit and creating a plan, we'll have a healthy lifestyle. All right, ladies. So if you have any questions about this, make sure you message me and I'll check in with you soon. Bye, girls.